Good morning, students. So we will be continuing with our next lecture. On that day, at the last, we have discussed this solid angle concept. I think it's not very much clear to you. So we are again repeating this concept. So just you take a sphere. It is a sphere. Hang a thread here A. Hang a thread of here B. Hang a thread here. Hang a thread here. Tie a thread here of 1 meter. Hang a thread here G H 1 meter. Ask a child to collect all the threads at one place. What concept you are getting? You will get the concept like this. This means 1 meter. This is the concept of, and this thread should be equals to the radius 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. So the angle made by all the threads at the center of a sphere here, that is a one solid angle, 1 star radian. We will take a solid sphere whose area is 1 meter square and whose radius is 1 meter. So the angle made by the surface of sphere with a radius of 1 meter at the center, that is known as 1 star radian. Means it is the angle that is made by a spherical surface of unit area at a distance at the center, where the angle is made at the center, and whose radius is 1 meter. That means the angle made by this spherical surface at the center of a sphere whose radius is 1 meter, that is equal to 1 star radian. So what is the surface area? Solid angle is equals to area upon radius square. What is the area? Suppose we are representing area by dA and we are representing radius square r square. What is the area of a sphere? 4 pi r square. R square. Solid angle is equal to 4 pi star radian. That means solid angle is equals to 4 pi star radian. So the angle made by a complete sphere at its center is 4 pi. So we have calculated the solid angle made by a sphere at its center is 4 pi. Now next topic is practical units of measurement. What is this practical units of measurement? That means they are the units that are used in measurement, but in practical day-to-day life. That means in day-to-day life we are not using the SI units. For example, in America the distance is measured in mile, not in kilometer. So you are going from New York to Jersey, suppose. Here on lodestones, distance will be written in mile, not in kilometer. Like in Punjab, we are seeing Bajakhana is 10 km from Pakta Paika, but not in America like this. They are using the mile concept. So suppose we are calculating a distance between a Earth and a star. Or suppose we are calculating a distance between Earth and Sun. That means we can't calculate it in kilometer or meter. This is a very large unit. So Earth will be here at one part of the year, Earth will be here at one part of the year, and Earth will be here from one part of the year, and Earth will be here, and after 365 days and 6 hours Earth will complete one revolution. So that means at different time the Earth is at different distance from the Sun. So this distance is different, this distance is different, this distance is different, this distance is different. So at different time Earth is at different distance from the Sun. So what we take the average of all those distances, and the average of all those distances is known as one astronomical unit. What is the value of one astronomical unit? 1.5 into 10 to power 11 meter. And this is what is this astronomical unit? It gives the average distance of Earth from Sun. So the average distance of Earth from Sun is given in one astronomical unit, is measured in astronomical unit, and value is how this astronomical unit is related to SI system. As astronomical unit is related to SI unit system as one astronomical unit is equals to 1.5 into 10 to power 11 meter. So this is the case. So astronomical unit is used in the case of planets. So we are measuring the practical units of measurement. First we are talking about length, and the first unit of length is astronomical unit. We are moving on to the next unit of length. Suppose Earth is there and light is reaching from this star to Earth. Suppose light from this star take 1 year to reach to Earth. So how we calculate the distance of this star from Earth? We calculate it in light years. So if I say 1 light year, that means what is mean by this 1 light year? 1 light year means 1 light year is equals to some distance. 1 light year is equals to some distance. This is the distance traveled by light in 1 year. So in 1 year light will travel this much amount of distance. Suppose that means the light from this star take 1 year to reach to Earth. That means we say the distance between star and Earth is 1 light year. And here is another star, and the light from this star take 2 years to reach to the Earth. We say the distance between this Earth and star is known as 2 light year. And 1 light year, how light year is related to SI system? So 1 light year is equals to 9.46 into 10 to the power 15 meter. So this is the distance traveled by light in 1 year. And what is the speed of light? You already know that 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So light year is the second practical unit of length that is used in measurement. First unit we have discussed astronomical unit, and second unit we have discussed light year. Third we are going to discuss the parsecond, 1 parsecond. This is also a practical unit of measurement of length. What is this parsecond? Now we are going to discuss this. Take a arc of 1 astronomical unit. We have discussed now what is meant by 1 astronomical. Take a arc of 1 astronomical unit. This is the one end of that arc, and this is the one end of that arc. Join this at this point, O point. They will make some angle. This is theta. It will be very large. Now join at this distance. They will make theta 1, and theta is large, theta 1 is small. Join them at this distance. They will make more small angle, and when the more small angle will be equal to 1 second, when the angle will be equal to 1 second, then at that time the radius, this radius will be equals to 1 per second. First of all, I will tell you about what is this 1 second angle. When a arc of 1 astronomical unit is making an angle of 1 second at the center, then radius of that circle is known as a 1 per second. Suppose you are having here 180 degree angle. This is 180 degree angle. Here will be a 90 degree angle. This will be 90 degree. Divide it into 90 parts. You will get a 1 degree angle here. 1 degree angle. Divide the 1 degree angle into 60 parts. You will get the 1 minute angle. 1 minute angle. Divide this 1 minute angle into 60 parts. You will get the 1 second angle. Are you getting this now? How you will get the 1 second? First of all, you will find the 1 degree. 60 parts of 1 degree, 1 minute. 60 parts of 1 minute, you will get 1 second angle. So when a arc equal to 1 astronomical unit making an angle of 1 second at the center of a circle, then the radius of that circle is known as 1 per second. So what is this 1 per second? 1 per second is the radius of a circle whose arc is of length 1 astronomical unit is making an angle of 1 second at the center. So how this per second is related to SI system? 1 per second is equals to 3.084 into 10 to the power 16 meter. So this is the third practical unit of measurement of length, that is known as 1 per second. So are you aware of this 1 per second? So this is the diagram of this 1 per second. You can pause the video and make the diagram. theta more, theta less. When it becomes 1 second, the radius is known as 1 parsecond, and the length of arc should be equals to 1 astronomical unit. So question can also be asked like this: what is the largest unit of length? So parsecond is the largest unit of second because it is having a power of 10 to the power 16. So you have watched a lot of cricket matches. In cricket they are using a term yard. The ground they are measuring in yard, and 1 yard is equals to 0.9144 meter. And in Britain foot is being used. And what is the value concept of this foot in SI concept? You are saying I'm 6 foot. That means foot and feet are different. Sorry, 1 foot is equal to 0.3048 meter. And in America, mile is written on roads. 1 mile is equals to 1.609 10 to the power 3 meter. So you know what is the concept of mile, but the ships that are flying in the air, they take always a curved path. So they don't use the term mile, they use the term, because suppose this is 1 mile, the ship will cover more than this mile, because it is flying in curved path. So they use the term nautical mile. Nautical mile is the term that is used in the ship concept. And 1 nautical mile, how it is related to SI system? 1.852 into 10 to the power 3 meter. You should means be recognized. It should be very much clear in your mind how units are related to SI systems. 1 nautical mile, you have to remember 1.852 into 10 to the power 3 meter. So we have done the practical units of measurement in case of length. Now we are moving the practical units of measurement in case of mass. Suppose we are loading some quantity on truck. We can't say we are loading in terms of kg or gram. So in truck case we are using a ton case. We are loading a weight on our trolley, so we can use a quintal concept. So our jewelry who's making the ornaments will use the concept in carat. And when we are dealing with protons and electrons, we are measuring the mass in 1 AMU, atomic mass unit. So 1 ton is equals to 1000 kg, 1 quintal is equals to 100 kg. So 1 atomic mass unit is equals to 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. And 1 carat is equals to 200 milligram. So this is the concept. So the biggest unit of mass is Chandrasekhar limit. Chandrasekhar limit. So 1 Chandrasekhar limit mass is equals to 1.4 times the mass of Sun. That means this is a huge mass. 1.4 times the mass of Sun. Chandrasekhar limit. So if more than this mass will remain in a single body, it will break down. It will break down. That means a single body can't have a mass more than 1 Chandrasekhar limit. So this is the maximum amount of mass that can be held by a single body. So we have discussed the practical units of measurement in case of mass. We have discussed ton, quintal, carat, atomic mass unit, Chandrasekhar limit. Now we will discuss the practical units of measurement in case of time. Means this fundamental quantity we are using time. So first unit is 1 solar day. This is means the time taken by Earth to complete 1 rotation. 1 solar year, time taken by Earth to complete 1 revolution around the Sun. So what is this? 1 lunar month means time taken by Moon to complete 1 revolution around the Earth. That is 27.3 days. So this is known as 1 lunar month. Earth take 365 days, 0.25 means 6 hours. 365 days and 6 hours to complete 1 revolution around the Sun. And Earth take 24 hours to complete 1 rotation around the Sun. That is 1 solar day, 1 solar year, and 1 lunar month. Time taken by Moon to complete 1 revolution around the Earth, 27.3 days. So we are using a time unit in case of nuclear physics, that is 1 shake is equal to 10 to the power minus 8 seconds. So this concept is being used in nuclear physics, like when we are dealing with nucleons, protons, electrons. So we will use this 1 shake unit of time, that is equals to 10 to the power minus 8 second. So now we are moving on to the practical unit of other fundamental quantity, that is area. We are using acre, hectare, 1 acre is equals to 4.4047 meter square area, and 1 hectare is equals to 10,000 meter square area. So the practical units of pressure are 1 bar, 1 atmospheric pressure. 1 bar is equals to 10 is to power 5 Newton meter square, that is equal to 1 Pascal. 1 Pascal is equal to 10 is to power 5 Newton per meter square. So 1 atmospheric pressure, how it is, because this is the SI unit of pressure. So this is the practical unit. How this practical unit is related to SI unit? How this practical unit is related to SI unit? 1 bar is equal to 10 is to power 5 Pascal, or 1 atm is equal to 1 atmospheric pressure is equal to 1.013 into 10 is to power 5 Pascal. So all these values you have to remember. So volume, what we are having a volume, suppose you are having 1 liter in your home, that means 1 upon 1000 meter cube, that means 1 upon 1000 meter cube. If you are having a volume equal to 1 upon 1000 meter cube, it will be equal to 1 liter. And if you are having 1 meter cube volume, simple 1 meter cube volume, it will be equal to 1000 liter. It will be equal to 1000 liter. So what is the unit of angle? We have read radian, but we are using degrees. So keep this concept in your mind. 180 degree is equals to pi radian. So what is this 1 radian? 180 degree upon pi. 180 degree is equals to pi radian. So 1 degree is equals to pi upon 180 degree. So this is radian. So this is the concept of angle. So this you have to remember, the practical unit of measurement of angle. So next topic is order of a number. What is this order of a number? Suppose a large number is given to you, very large number, 2, 6, 5, 4, 7, 3, 8. We are representing the largeness of that number in a single number. That means we will represent that largeness number in a single number. How? Example, suppose you are having 26,453. How you will write the order of this number? You will make a point here, 2.6453. After point decimal, how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 into 10 is to power 4. So this is very large number. We are representing this largeness number into a small number, like this is of the order 4. We will say to the word this number is having a order 4. How you are saying this? Suppose I am having 1000 rupees, or I am having 2000 rupees, or I am having 3000 rupees in my pocket. 1000 means 10 is to power 3. 2 means 2 into 10 is to power 3. 3 into 10 is to power 3. Suppose I want to buy a bicycle. Either I need 1000 rupee, either I need 2000 rupee, or either I need 3000 rupee. That means I need amount in the order of 10 is to power 3. So this 10 is to power 3 idea, what this idea is giving to me, if I want to buy a bicycle, I need to have an amount in the order of 10 is to power 3. And if I want to have a bike, means car, it is around 1 lakh. So order of 10 is to 5. If I want to buy a car, I need to have an amount in my pocket in the order of 10 is to power 5. Either it will be 1 lakh, or either it will be 2 lakh, or either it will be 3 lakh to buy a car. So this largeness of a number, large 2 lakh, 3 lakh, this largeness of a number is represented in a small number only. In a single number only. We are representing the largeness of a number in a single number only. For example, this is a number 2.6543. So this is of the order of 4. So this is of the order of 2. 728 was the number. 7.28, 10 is to. After decimal, how many digits remain? Make it the 10 is to power. So this is the way of writing order of a number. So how we can write the order of a number? Order of a number is written as there will be a unitary digit, means only one digit will remain here, into 10 is to power n format. How? 26,453, only a unit digit, into 10 is to power 4. So this is unitary number into 10 is to power some integer. So we can write the means small quantities also, means if we are having large quantity or we are having small quantity, we can write its order. Suppose you are having this much amount, 4432, 6500, you are having this amount. What is this order? How will you write this order? You will write like this: 4.432 into 10 is to power 3, means this is having order of 3. And how you will write this? 6.500 10 is to power 3. So this amount is having order 10 is to power 3. It is correct. But this amount is, according to your rule, is also having order 3. This is wrong. No, this is having an order of 4. How this is having an order of 4? Because if you take this 4432 amount, it is very near to 1000 or it is very near to 10,000. Just make it clear. 4432 is very near to 1000. That means 10 is to power 3 order it will take. And look at this 6500. It is very near to 1000 or it is very near to 10,000. So it is very near to 10,000. So we will take it as order of 10 is to power 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all the amount exceeding 5,001 up to 9999, they will all have a order of 10 is to power 4. So this is the concept you should take in mind. 4432, 6432. This is order 3. This is order 4. So suppose the question comes. You have to take a minimum number and maximum number of order 3. A minimum and a maximum number of order 3. What is the means? Order 3 means near to 1000. If I take 4999, it is near to 100. You know that. If I take 500, it is near to 100. But if I take 501, it is near to 1000. Means it will have order of 10 is to power 3. That means the minimum number is 501, which is having order of 10 is to power 3. The maximum number is, if I take 5001, it is having order of 10 is to power. If I take 5001, it is near to 10,000, so it will have an order of 10 is to power 4. So this is wrong. I need a maximum number whose order is 10 is to power 3. So maximum number is 5000, whose order will be 10 is to power 3. So this is the minimum number which will have order of 10 is to power 3. So this is the maximum number which will have order of 10 is to power 3. So this 501 will be close to 1000. So minimum number 5000 is close to 1000. So it will be a order of 3. But 5001 it is close to 10,000. So it will have order of 10 is to power 4. So you know now how to calculate the order. Means we are doing the round off concept. That means this is being rounded off near to 10,000. But this is being rounded off to 1000. So like this, we are rounding off the concept. So this is all for today. So you will now get your homework. So first question, write down first question. Write the practical units of measurement of length. This is first question. This is the A part of first question. Second question, mass. Same question means you have to write about mass. Third is time, and fourth is area, fifth is pressure, sixth is volume, seventh is angle. And second question is what is the order of a number. So there are 2 questions as a homework. You have to send it as a PDF. Please mention the date on your homework. Please mention name, row number on your homework so that I can correctly mark your presence. So thank you. Hope you enjoyed today's lecture. Thank you very much.